Yo, what's going on everybody? Bliss here today, and what have I gotten myself into? See, I had this wonderful and what I thought was original idea to build a house using one of every single block in Minecraft. But nah, a quick YouTube search revealed that it's been done before. In fact, it's been done by Grian, the building legend himself, and this is what he said in his video.
But I would really love to see how other people do this challenge, because it's not easy. I challenge you to try and make a house out of every single block, and also try not to miss any like I clearly have.
Challenge accepted, Chief. And so I went to Minecraft Wiki and went to the blocks page to get my full list. But sadly, this page isn't up to date. It only goes up to 1.16.5, but it's still useful. So clicking on this picture here, you can see that there are a large array of blocks on here, some of them unexpected. I'll highlight some of the weirder ones, but pause it if you'd like to get a more in-depth view. Now, no new blocks actually got added to 1.18, so I just went to the 1.17 page where there's an additions section where it lists all of these lovely blocks right here. It keeps going. Yes, I'm keeping this in the video. We're not done yet, no. And there's the end. Yep, right there. Tough. Now, something of note here, it does have glow item frames listed as an item where it didn't on that picture from the last page, so I will be including glow item frames and item frames on this list. Down here, we also have a light block, so guess we're including that. So then came the next step. Organizing everything. But before we do that, just a quick reminder to check out the description below. I'll have the seed for this world, the links to those Wikipedia pages, as well as Grian's video, which you should definitely go and check out. And with that, let the fun begin. So for this part right here, I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit. I started out by trying to get every single item into a pile of chests here, pressing Q to get all the items out. Turns out that didn't work, because as I was organizing all of the colors, I realized that I was actually missing quite a few blocks, so scrap that. So instead, we went to taking every single item, dragging it out of the creative menu, and putting it into chests. Yeah, it wasn't fun, but we do what we gotta do, right? For blocks that aren't attainable in the creative menu, I just typed in those commands, got those out. Oh, gotta make sure that we have the light block, of course. Some interesting blocks of note. Portals. Yes, we're gonna be having these lovely things in our house. Bubble columns. Didn't realize those counted. Somehow, we gotta keep all of the coral alive. So I did this little test, and it turns out it just has to be touching water. So I've got an idea for this. And finally, bubble columns can indeed keep coral alive. So this is going to be very useful. Oh, and in case you want it, I'm going to open up every chest so you can see all the items. Crafty stuff, white blocks, brown blocks, gray blocks, darker gray blocks, black blocks, red blocks, orange blocks, yellow and green because I didn't decide to separate them. Don't know why. Blue, pink, and purple. Strange blocks, like, what even is that? I don't like that. All of our stairs, slabs, walls, light sources, and a water bucket because sure. I also put in paintings and item frames here. Not sure why. Doors and signs, we got them. You like a redstone or this random junk? Carpet and glass. Beds and bears because they both start with a B. Mini plants, including this other chest. And fences, gates, trapdoors, buttons, things. Yes. And as the moon rises, I think it's time to start building. Whew, Kate, Bliss, you got this. You just have to place down one block. This is going to be a nightmare, but as long as you place the first block, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Shall we begin? So this world seed is pretty great because we start off in a jungle right next to a stony beach. So I'm going to be making a beach-themed house. I started off with some neutral browns to make a raised platform, and then I started work on a patio, keeping to neutrals with the gray and the white right there, which will lead into our house later. But then I got started on the walls. We're going to start with gray and lead into a black and eventually get into more colors, especially as the building gets taller. Now I do apologize for the rain and for all the strange lighting with the day and night cycle. I forgot about that when recording. That's my bad. Moving back into the build though, I did black into red and then orange, and then this terracotta block is going to lead us into a blue section right along here. Looks pretty nice, but let's get started on the floor. For the floor, I decided to use crafty blocks as well as the ore blocks because they didn't really fit anywhere else, and we can cover most of them up later. I lead the patio in with these white blocks, and then I decided to make the next level a bedroom. Get it? Anyway, makes a pretty good looking ceiling. Moving on from there, I finish the ceiling slash floor, and then we get this really nice glass striped kind of area. I don't know, kind of like it. It's kind of beachy. Then I did this yellow and green section, and then I tried to go into the purple, but it wasn't really working because the walls weren't tall enough. So going back in, fixed that, did this purple section, and continued to struggle with the walls. At this point, I was running out of blocks, and I didn't really know what to do until it hit me. Why not use banners with the glass? So here I am putting the banners in. I think it looks pretty good. Like the little flapping motion kind of gives the illusion of wind. And then this top section was just a mess. Yeah, I don't really have words for this. Yeah. Let's just skip to when I figured out the roof. Oh wow, looks so different. It's still a mess, but you know what? At this point, I was just happy to get this project done and over with. I'm taking some walls and replacing those blocks on that one side there to be able to finish off our floor, and now it was time for the water master plan for the coral. Blocked off some of the areas and got the water going. We have our regular water source block right there, and then as we swoop along over here on this other side, I have got the bubble column, which is also keeping that coral alive. Then if we come around down here, I started work on the garden, but no, you don't get to see that yet. Instead, we're gonna go to the roof. So here I am putting a mix of stairs and slabs down for the roof. I didn't have enough tiles to go far enough, so I moved the pillars instead. And now it's time for the house tour and the rest of the blocks. And by one of every block, I mean these blocks in my inventory. I'm worried about the ice melting. These are not weathered copper blocks, and we need a bamboo sprout. Also, oh, I still don't like that. We're gonna figure out that later. In the meantime, let's do a house tour. So let's get started on the beachfront here. We've got some campfires, a candlelit path. I don't know, it kind of works. Moving along here though, we have some tiki torches. Yes, they're tiki torches, trust me. And then moving on here, we got a nice mailbox, and then we've got our garden. Fun fact about the garden, you can go down here and see all this nice plant life, or you can go to the end. It's kind of up to you. But yes, the garden, ooh, so pretty, very lovely. We also have a hidden light block sitting right up there, so that's kind of interesting. But coming along up here, this should only be one block, and then we have this little farmland area. Now here's the thing. In order to have all of these plants, we did have to have extra farmland. So technically, there is more than just the one block on this build, the other block being right here. But look, it had to be done, okay? Don't at me. Path continues around here, and then we have this nice little nursery sort of area for these trees. This is going to help them to not grow into full-grown trees and stay as the saplings. This is also where we're going to be putting all of these items once we're done with the tour. Coming along here, you can admire the waterfall coming from the roof. And then we have this sort of the lava rock garden. I don't know, it's kind of like a spa thing. I was desperate, okay? And that just about does it for the outside, except for something I do want to address, and that is the shape of the build. This is not what I intended. I'll be honest, I imagined it having more shape, but it's turned out to be very much just a cube. I mean, the colors blended well. I think the colors, they turned out okay. Textures do clash, but that's gonna happen, right? If you think of it just as colors, it doesn't look too bad. I did my best to add buttons and like signs and things, but it is a cube. What I originally envisioned for this was maybe like an A-line roof right here with little planter boxes, and then having another roof line going up as well, so we'd have this nice full diagonal line going here, but sadly, that just didn't happen. There just aren't enough blocks in the game, unfortunately. I know, it's so sad, isn't it? Ah! I know, it's soul-crushing, but that's okay because we can turn off the weather and we can be happy again. Happy vibes. We're gonna do a tour inside of the house. So we come up on our patio here. Don't touch the dangerous floating orb. It will kill you. But we'll come in the door here, and this is our interior. So things of note. We've got a sort of magical looking area here, conduit above the enchantment table, kind of works. We have our end gateway here. This is going to lead us to the end cities, unlike the end portal right out there. We have another portal, which it does actually work. See? Nether. Coming back through, it puts us on the outside of the house, but it's fine. We've got some item frames here. We have what I'd like to call the family portrait area. This is our great-great-great-great-grandfather, and this is our great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's statue. help me. Now this is a Grian challenge video, and so I decided to use one of Grian's lamp tricks with the dragon egg, but instead of using quartz, I've used a mushroom block, and I think it turned out really nice. We've got a little cactus here, we've got an egg. Overall, this area is looking really nice. Now the way to get up to the next level is this little slime block launcher, which yes, I did use only one of every block to make it. Probably a better way than sinking this into the floor, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. Ignore the fact that it takes part of the house with it as it goes, but we'll click this, and then we're up here. In the bedroom, we've got some shelves, we've got some heads sitting here. I don't know, maybe it's a beach cabin, who knows. We've got cake, we've got another shelf, and we've got this little dragon head here. I don't know, maybe it's like a stuffed animal or something. Overall, it's a really nice room. Looking behind us, I used some rails, and we have this waterway to the top. Up here, we've got this spore blossom, we have this mini little small drip leaf, we've got some seagrass, which has to be in full block of water, and the lily pad. And that leads us on to the bad news. Sadly, tall seagrass and kelp, I couldn't fit it anywhere. It requires a full block of water, and we only have 2 full blocks of water to work with. I know. But hey, it's still in the environment, and it still counts, right? 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 Well, that's the house tour. Let's finish this house. Also, the command block is here in case you're wondering. Okay, I am worried about this thing. So I think the best thing to do is to find a random structure nearby and make sure it's not going to destroy the world. I like this tree. I think it looks good. Wait, it placed something? Is it just a little block? Okay. Maybe we just, like, place it here. Woo! The house is safe. I definitely wasn't, like, suspicious of it and thought it might, like, destroy the world or anything. Nah. Okay, my inventory's ready. Let's place these before they start to oxidize. Get stairs. Boom, boom, boom. Put the ice right there. Bamboo shoot there. Boom! There we have it. Guys, the house of every single block in the game. How do you think I did? Did I do a good job? Could you do a better job? Let me warn you, this took a long time. Just organizing all the blocks in itself took 4 hours. I am not kidding you. I mean, I messed up, so that was kind of my bad. But still, 4 hours. But if you are up for the challenge, please, I would love to see more people doing this. I know there must be a better design out there somewhere. I'm pretty happy with this, but I would love to see how other people take to this challenge. That is all that I have for you today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed yourself, please consider giving the video a like and maybe subscribing as well. Helps me out a lot and helps me know if you like to see these kinds of videos. But either way, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time.